You're watching the New Hampshire Association of Broadcasters' three-time award-winning YCN Game of the Week. The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Barton Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor, with over 12 years of providing hungry patrons with high-quality food and friendly service. Their mission is to deliver a remarkable experience to every guest. Check out our Game of the Week schedule at ycnnow.com for the full slate of our live games and on-demand replays. Our next live game Tuesday, January 3rd, as the Newport Boys host Stevens with YCN coverage starting at just before 7. Today's coverage also brought to you in part by the Barton Insurance Agency, where they work for you and not the big insurance companies. They know how to serve your local needs. Cougars will be in white. Hawks will be in green. Officials for tonight's game are Bill Pompa and Josh Fearmeister. Hopkinton has had an edge in this series, winning 10 of the last 12 meetings with Kearsarge. So we'll see if things change tonight. Got the anthem, and then we'll tip off game one of this doubleheader, the YCN Game of the Week.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning, and backup generators. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper, Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Baba's award-winning chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Baba's Bar and Grill. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Intertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. And North Cape Design Build. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
And again, we welcome you to the Marty Brown Court at Kearsarge Regional High School in North Sutton for New Hampshire Boys Division III basketball, the YCN Game of the Week. The Kearsarge Cougars and the Hopkinton Hawks. The Cougars off to a 1-2 start after a 53-31 loss to Mascoma on Monday night. This is the home opener for Kearsarge, who will also play Hopkinton again right after the break, January 5th. The Hawks are 3-0 after a 49-38 win over Conan on Monday. You're just getting a look there, bottom of your screen. And Matt Miller, the first-year coach, longtime assistant at Pelham, went to Pelham High School, but he's taken over a program now, and one with a pretty good tradition in recent years, and he said that was what excited him most about the opportunity to coach the Hawks. They've been winners year in and year out. Opening tip is controlled by the Cougars, and Kearsarge will come 2 hours left to open up the basketball game. That is Holderman. Looked into the corner, instead gives it up to Hunter Stanchfield. Working against Hopkinton, man-to-man. Cougars probably are going to be a little more patient than Hopkinton tonight. Floater doesn't go for Rockwell, and Hopkinton will bring it down. For the Hawks, a frame. Jumper, left side, doesn't go for Boise. Hawks not afraid to put the ball up and in a hurry. Tipped out of bounds. There's been a long tradition here in the Kearsarge program, which has been so good under Nate Camp. The Lebanon High Colby Sawyer grad. It's been defense, rebounds, and the offense will come. You take care of those other parts of your game. Cougars still working for the ball. Holderman kicks it left side. Now they'll feed low. This is Hunter Stanchfield. Back out for an open shot. Up top, rattles out. The three-pointer no good for Holderman. Hawks right to the other end. No points yet. A little over a minute into the game. Steal, Kearsarge. Defensive play made by Hunter Stanchfield. Ahead of the field, the layup is good. Basket Kearsarge for Sean Stanchfield. 2-0. Favor of the home squad. They got a little careless up in front there. Meantime, they work it down low, and Abram Standifer. It's going to be a tough match, I think, for the Cougars tonight. 6'6", 6'7", he's a big guy in the middle. Steele Hopkinton, coast to coast, goes up. And the Hawks are in front. Jopa, Slovakian transfer student. Cougars, little runner, that's good for Hunter Stanchfield. And now the Stanchfield brothers each have a bucket, and we're tied at 4. Early on, first quarter. Come through the Cougar logo at midcourt with A-frame. The Standifer high. Hawks sewing. Good motion there. Looks like they wanted Standifer to set a kick. Instead, they get it to the corner, and it'll be waved off for a travel. A.J. Tremblay into the game. 6'1" sophomore into the game. Hawks starting tonight, only one senior. 15, Glenn Davies, in the middle there. Corner, Holderman passed up the shot on the turnover. Hawks try to go. A-frame ahead of the field, it's good. Folks who have watched Hopkinton play so far have kind of marveled at the team speed that the Hawks have had as A-frame commits a foul here. His first, it was A-frame who went coast to coast with the bucket last time down. Put Hopkinton in front. Cougars tonight starting all seniors, and they graduated all seniors last year out of the corner. And that's for the lead, Jacob Rockwell. 7-6, Kearsarge. Off to a good start here tonight. Three-pointer for Standifer. We'll have an offensive rebounding foul on the Hawks. On Gavin Davies.
Gavin Davies, his first, team second.
Comes around for Tremblay. Kearsarge, patient possession, looking for a shot. Working against the man, bad pass there, intercepted by Standifer. A-frame spins his way into the lane. Came up a little bit short with it, but going to be able to get the rebound, and then comes right back underneath. Contact with Standifer. And I think he's going to be fouled in the act of shooting. Foul on Joe Yanzo.
Joe Yanzo, his first, team first.
Abram Standifer will get a couple of shots. Pushes that up with the left hand. Hunter Stanfield back into the game for the Cougars. Take a spot at the line. The fluorescent orange shoes. Second free throw doesn't go. We're going to be tied at 7 halfway through quarter 1 here at Kearsarge tonight. Tremblay kicks left side. Holderman. Hunter Stansfield looks for Yanzo. Yanzo sets the screen. They get Rockwell a shot, no good. Out of bounds to White. Kearsarge will get it. Deep out for Tremblay. Corner, another 3 try. Doesn't go this time for Rockwell. Comes back with the ball after the offensive rebound by Tremblay. Cougars home opener tonight. Hawks steal. A-frame. Saved it, but back to Kearsarge. Rockwell goes left, knocked away by Standifer. Next off the bench for Coach Camp is 32, sophomore Austin Needham. Around the court, Hawks do have a size advantage. No good. Loose, rolling. Kearsarge has it. Shot put up by Needham, didn't go. And now the Hawks will clear it out. A-frame goes all the way in. Got it and a foul. Hawks back in front. Get another look at it here. Foul will go to Jacob Rockwell. A-frame decides to go all the way in, and we'll get to the line here already with 4 points in the game. (10-7). Opa nearly had a steal out on the wing. A year ago, two terrific teams. The boys teams each won 17 games, but that was last year. A lot of new players around for both clubs. Kearsarge rode their talented group all the way to the championship game against Guilford. Hopkinton lost in the finals to Guilford the year before. 10-7 here, Hawks in front, first quarter. Rockwell's lost the dribble. Gives it back over to Janzo. And a kick.
Hopkins substitution number 10, Kevin Ball.
Kevin Ball's in for the Hawks. Damon Dawson is now on the floor for the Cougars. Hopkinton listed both Vincent Luca and Will Tanavasa as scratches tonight. And for the Cougars, Parker Goen not playing tonight. There's a foul on Standifer for the Hawks. So it's 3 fouls in the first half on the Hawks. 3 on the Hawks and 2 so far on Kearsarge.
Kearsarge substitution number 21.
Holderman for Rockwell on the Kearsarge side of the sub. A little over 2 to go in the first. 10-7 favor of Hopkinton. They pin Holderman. And on the steal, we get a Kearsarge foul on Holderman.
Josh Holderman, his first, team 3.
Hawks will bring it up here without pressure. They feed high, back to A-frame, thought about a 3. Standifer kicks to the right corner, shot on the way, good, down it goes, a 3-pointer for MJ Yopa, he has 5. And the lead is up to 6 now for the Hawks. Tremblay couldn't get it up and over Standifer there. Hawks break out with it. Standifer in the corner to Davies and back out towards midcourt. Saved there by Opa. A-frame inside. Standifer with a turnaround. In and out. Rebound for Needham. Under a minute to go in the first. Up with the left hand. It won't go for Tremblay. Kearsarge has been stuck at 7 for a little while. And the final 45 seconds of quarter 1. Drive-in ball. Hawks retain possession. Ball around A-frame into a 3. No. 30 seconds for the Cougars. Three-pointer goes down for Needham. 13-10. First bucket for the sophomore. Hawks a 3-ball. Standifer, no good. Kearsarge hurries. They have 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Holderman with 3. Pass intercepted, and a long heave from midcourt doesn't go for the Hawks. End of 1. Hopkinton 13, Kearsarge 10. It's the YCN Game of the Week.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning, and backup generators. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Baba's award-winning chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Baba's Bar and Grill. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Innertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. And North Cape Design Build. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
We're back here at Kearsarge, a 3-point field goal by Austin Needham in the final half minute of quarter 1 draws the Cougars back within 3. There's one thing that becomes apparent when you've got these good rivalry games and the teams are really good is you usually have close games. Well, 6 of the last 8 games between these teams have been decided by 5 points or less. Last year, Hawks won them both, 59-55 and 44-40. Maybe we're in store for a real good one here tonight. Glad you're with us. First shot of quarter 2 to Gavin Davies, doesn't go. Kearsarge can tie it with a 3. Open the second, that's Eddie Kinzer. First appearance on the floor of the game. Coach Camp has got pretty deep on his bench here in the quarter, and just 23 seconds in, Coach Camp is going to use a 30-second timeout. Be sure to stay with us at the end of this telecast for the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating turning up the Heat Player of the Game for the competitor that had the greatest impact on today's game. Through quarter 1, 4 different Cougars have scored. 3-pointers each for Jacob Rockwell and Austin Needham. 2-pointers for Sean and Hunter Stansfield. For the Hawks, 5 points for MJ Yopa, 5 for Noah Aframe, and 3 for Abram Standifer. Hawks break from around Coach Miller. With Ball still the only non-starter out there. Davies, Yopa, Standifer, Ball, and A-Frame. Cougars have Kinzer. Back over to Holderman. This is Needham, a 3-pointer, no good. And out of bounds to the Hawks. Damon Dawson starts the quarter. Holderman down low. 40 seconds into the second. Call a travel on that. Credit the defense of Damon Dawson, smiling as he comes up court after making a play, and that's one of those that Coach Camp loves. Defensive stop, and now work some clock work for a good shot here on the offensive end. Looked like Kearsarge may have had a shot there for a second. Passed it up. Holderman. Puts it back to Dawson. Contested jumper, no good. Hawk rebound for Davies. A-frame looked left, came back right. Get a jumper up top. And a three-point field goal for Yopa. His second three already for MJ Yopa, and it's 16-10 Hopkinton. Good support tonight from the students at both schools. And an unforced error back over to the Hawks. Again, Will Chahadi into the game for the first time tonight for the Hawks before Gavin Davies.
Number 3,
Jacob Rockwell in for the Cougars. Girls varsity game is coming up. In these schools next. Kearsarge off to the unbeaten start for Coach Tenney. Knocked away, and the Cougars get it right back. Now looking for a finish. Holderman kicks it back. Rockwell. Fender got caught up a little bit. He'll go low with it to Kinzer and then taken away by the Hawks. 5:45 left. And they had one field goal here in quarter two. And another turnover. It's out of bounds, but A-frame got back in there, nearly made something out of that. Yanzo returns for the Cougars. Yanzo, a transfer from Hopkinton. This is obviously an emotional game for him. Bounce pass up top. Hawks got it away. A-frame went to the floor, and a terrific job there. They come back, another long shot for Yopa. And he has 11, and it's 19-10. 6-0 advantage here in quarter two so far for the Hawks. Turnover, Kearsarge. Chahadi comes back to A-frame. Hawks work against the man. Chahadi in the lane, turn around, no good. Rockwell will lead the Cougars up. Hawks trying to find their man defensively, and Stanifer got over there to knock the ball out of bounds. It was intended in the corner for a Holderman. So Holderman will bring it in. Cougars stuck just on the 4 field goals that they made in the first quarter. Down 9 with the ball. Dawson, floater doesn't go. Good athletic play. A little bit too strong. Back over again on the way, good. And Opa gets a 3 and is fouled. What a start for MJ Opa. And a foul on Damon Dawson. We'll be voicing Gavin Davies, the Hawks. And Stanifer will get his first breather of the game. And Yopa will go to the line. 15 points for MJ Yopa. And it's 23-10 Hopkinton. Only played a quarter and a half of this game. Kearsarge will have to stop these turnovers. We get back in Riley Daniels in the game.
Riley Daniels.
Big kickball.
This is number 20, Sean Stanchfield.
Sean Stanchfield back in. As Coach Miller takes over a young squad full of juniors and sophomores, but they've experienced success in this program for a long time. Yopa did not get that three-pointer to go. Back over to Kearsarge. Holderman into the corner. And here's another turnover. This could lead to easy points for the Hawks. And down to get it is Boise. And they can't use another timeout. Hopkinton has outscored Kearsarge 12-0 here in the second quarter. And they've opened up a 25-10 lead on YCN. Check out Echo Communications for all your printing and mailing needs. They are the home of the Kearsarge shopper, where the latest YCN schedule can be found every week on page 3. I'm Bob Lippman, glad you're with us tonight. Andrew Zerhide on the camera. Be sure to follow us throughout the basketball season. Again, our next scheduled game will be back in western part of the state for Stevens and Newport coming up right after the new year. And then we'll take you through probably to the postseason a little bit, but a big second quarter and early on, getting to see a little bit of the newcomer MJ Yopa. He's off to a good start. Coach Miller told the NH Sports page in their previews that Yopa's been a very pleasant surprise, one of our team's more skilled players. Step in and contribute right away, I would say. 15 points. The Cougars need to obviously make sure that they know where Yopa is on the court now. You can't give him easy three. Off the timeout, back to Holderman. Right idea to get it to Janzo in the lane. Taken back by the Hawks and into an A-frame three-pointer. And this Hopkinton run continues. They have scored 15 points in a row. Hawk ball. A-frame will pick it up with 3 minutes to go in the first half. A-frame back to Yopa. He's working against Holderman, decides to drive in this time and gets hacked on the drive in. Foul on Rockwell will be his second.
His second, team 5. Merrick on the line, he'll shoot 2.
Fifth foul on the Cougars.
Number 35, Eddie Kinzer. Number 32,
Kinzer and Needham and Tremblay all back into the rotation here for the Cougars. Yopa gets both. 30-10 Hopkinton. They've outscored the Cougars 17-zip here in quarter 2. 2:35 to go here in quarter 2. This is Tremblay. Comes back with the left hand. There's a look. Shot down for Riley Daniels. Finally, the Cougars get one. Long way to go, though, in this game. A-frame, back over to Chahadi. He'll drive down. Rebound for Janzo. See if the Cougars can convert again. Under 2 to go. Kinzer. What a save by Yopa to go out of bounds to flip it back up. Hopkinton comes away with the takeaway. A-frame on the drive. It's blocked inside by Janzo. Cougars have it and a minute and a half to go. Needham. Baseline jumper. Doesn't go for Kinzer. Hawks come back out with it. A-frame pushes ahead. Chahadi on the drive. Foul on the Cougars on Riley Daniels, I believe. Yep. Josh Furmeister confirming that with his call. 6 fouls here. And Kearsarge now in the half. Yopa. May have been Kinzer got a little piece of it, but came up short. Kinzer back up top for Needham. Daniels. 41 seconds to go in the half. A lot of motion. Tremblay kicks it off on the wing. Boy, the Hawks have been there to disrupt those passes all game long. Let's be Braden Crawford into the game here for the Hawks. 14. 35 seconds left. Tremblay brings it in. Daniels tried to give and go to Kinzer, but the Hawks came away with it. Crawford was the one who got in there. Now one play, 20 seconds left in the first half. Hawks by 17. Well, they're not going to run the clock down. It'll be a little runner in the lane for Davies that doesn't go. Kearsarge now has to push it with 10. Needham down to 7. Daniels down with 4. In the corner. Jumper around and out. No good. Huge second quarter for the Hopkinton Hawks. They outscore the Cougars 17-3. And MJ Yopa has 17 points for the Hawks at the half, who have the big lead here tonight. A rivalry game is the YCN game of the week. At the half, Hopkinton 30, Kearsarge 13 on YCN.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning, and backup generators. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the Country Press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Baba's award-winning chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Baba's Bar and Grill. The Intertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Intertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. And North Cape Design Build. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
Well, welcome back. If you're just joining us, the YCN Game of the Week, and it was a huge second quarter for the Hopkinton Hawks. They outscored Kearsarge 17-3 in the quarter, and it's 30-13 in favor of the Hawks in the half. The story of the game, MJ Yopa, 17 points, knocked out a 2, a 3, a 3, a 3, a 3, and then 3 free throws. He's the game's leading scorer. He has more points than Kearsarge had in that first half. 5 different Cougars scored points. 3 of them three-point field goals by Rockwell, Daniels, and Needham, but so far it's been all Hopkinton. This is the YCN Game of the Week. We're at Kearsarge, where they are staging a doubleheader here that takes the schools to the holiday break. First the boys game, and then we'll be with you as a YCN Game of the Week between the Hopkinton and Kearsarge girls teams. That looks on paper like it ought to be a pretty good one as well. Here so far, a little bit of a surprise here in that the Cougars could not handle pressure at times, turning the ball over and leading to easy buckets for the Hawks, who have made the most of their opportunities here in the first of the meetings between these teams. See if the Cougars can rally in the second half when we come back. 30-13 Hopkinton on YCN. This is the YCN Game of the Week, brought to you by Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor, helping make today's game coverage possible. We have a full menu of amazing seafood, land fare,
Types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning.
Menu to satisfy any size party. This game coverage is also brought to you in part by LaValle and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion. They're celebrating 60 years of serving you in over 12 locations in New England. Additional support for Game of the Week is being provided by North Cape Design Build. If you'd like to support our programming, please contact us at ycnnow.com. Hawks led 13-10 at the end of one. At the half, it's 30-13 in favor of Hopkinton. Nobody's in foul trouble. Hawks getting 4 different players in the books, led by Yopa. Back with more right after this.
JOSA is now celebrating 30 years of existence. Started back in 92, I think it was, with Rink Mann from New London. And he and I kind of trying to replicate the jazz sessions of the 1930s and 40s with Dizzy Gillespie and Charlie Parker and so forth. The people come and sit in and just let it generate into a jam session. And then it ultimately moved to Eastman in Grantham. And we've been there actually the longest at the center at Eastman. And now we have a formula where we back up featured jazz professionals touring the U.S. and the world. And my group, the JOSA Ensemble, backs them up. JOSA standing for Jazz on a Sunday Afternoon. This season, and as you'll see, last Sunday, we had the band I put together is called Back Bay Transit. Has a little bit of a history in that the bass player in it and I were in a band in Boston back in the 70s, and that was the name of it. So we grabbed that, and I grabbed a bunch of musicians that I played with over the last few years in this area. The second session coming up in December 18th is Paul Asbell, who is a guitarist. It's actually the first guitarist feature I've had, too, another first. He's from Burlington, Vermont, and he was the guitarist who played on all the Big Joe Burrell recordings, who resided and played in Burlington. After that, we've got in the first part of January, Giacomo Gates out of Connecticut, and he's plays in Manhattan all the time, and he's quite a singer. Does interesting jazz songs that like Charlie Parker would have done, but with lyrics. After Giacomo, we've got Donna Byrne with Marshall Wood, her husband and bass player, also the bass player for Tony Bennett, who's now retired. So, but we're always fortunate to have Marshall Wood join us with Donna Byrne, excellent vocalist, and also somebody not to be missed. Then in February, it's Greg Abate out of Rhode Island, tours all over the world, playing a great alto sax, kind of a bebop kind of a guy, and he's just he's a staple. He's been with Josa a long time, and he comes back every year, and we always look forward to it. And after Greg is Dan Moretti. He was here actually this summer. We did a gig up in Sunapee at the Livery. And he's also he's a tenor player. But he plays they all play the saxes, but he's also from Rhode Island, and I like his style. He's kind of funky. Dan is a great guy to play with. He's been around for years. Then the beginning of March is Sean Montero. So Sean Montero has a sound very similar to Carmen McRae and Sarah Vaughan. Her father was the late renowned bassist Jimmy Wood, who was a veteran of the Duke Ellington band. So she's a great addition to the lineup for this year. And then there's two more acts. One in the end of March was Christine Fossen. She was at Berklee College of Music. She's also been a Josa feature in the past, and she's been at Berklee College of Music. That's where she started and was connected with Tiger Akoshi, but she's moved out to out west. And finally, the season ends with Cersei Miller and Dominique Eade, who are absolutely fantastic performers. Cersei's on alto sax, and Dominique is one of the finest vocalists out there. So it's a full season. So the best way to attend and find out information about it is to go on the website, which is josajazz.com, and there's lots of information there. You can even order tickets online. There's ways to email and connect via phone or any of those ways. That's the best way to connect. And for complete details about the address and how to get there, you can get to it online at the website. But it is at Grantham, Easton in Grantham, New Hampshire. So come on out for a season of actually amazing jazz.
You're watching the New Hampshire Association of Broadcasters' three-time award-winning YCN Game of the Week. The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Intertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
We come back to just the very, very beginning of the second half. It looked a lot like the second quarter as MJ Yopa drains a three-point field goal, and Kearsarge brings the ball up for the first time here in the second half, back down 20 to rival Hopkinton tonight. Foul on Colby Boise for the Hawks. He is first. That basket by Yopa gives him 20 points in the contest. For first-year coach Matt Mellors playing without leading scorers Vincent Luca and Will Tanavasa tonight. Yopa nearly got a hand on that one. Came into the corner. Holderman leaves for Hunter Stanchfield, short with that. Rebound Boise. Up ahead, this is A-Frame. There's contact, but no foul call. They'll just say out of bounds. The inbound will come from Davies. Coach Miller starts, same five that he opened the game with, including the big guy Standifer, who throws the pass there, the beauty down to Gavin Davies for a hoop. So it's Noah A-Frame, Abrams Standifer, MJ Yopa, Colby Boise, and Gavin Davies for the Hawks. Cougars. Jacob Rockwell, Sean and Hunter Stanchfield, Josh Holderman and Joe Yanzo. It's been the story of the night for the Cougars. Not taking care of the basketball at this end. Drive to the front court. Foul on Sean Stanchfield will be his first. Coach Camp knew that he had a young group here. So 9 seniors from last year's finalist team have graduated, all 5 starters. Back with 5 starters in the lineup tonight, but not a lot of experience. They're learning, hoping by February they've got some things figured out. Good work by the Hawks. Kearsarge nearly got it away. A-Frame into the corner. Yopa back out, ducking under the pressure. The shot spun out there for Standifer, and the ball to the Cougars. The Hawks will impress you. They were making the right reads offensively. Another turnover leads to Hopkinton points. A-Frame into double figures now. He has 10, 37-13, 2 into the third. Holderman gonna go somewhere with it. Pressure's tight. Sean Stanchfield. Comes up short. A-Frame, no. Kearsarge fortunate they didn't quite get back, and even now. As Davies picks that one up and puts it in. Kearsarge didn't get back even there though, and Hopkinton able to score the easy one. Foul on Abrams Standifer. So they'll just say turnover. Kearsarge comes with some new players in. Kearsarge has had a very formidable schedule. They'll have Guilford a couple of times. Hawks do go to Guilford January 17th. Cougar foul to 55, A.J. Tremblay is first. Tremblay thought that foul was on Kearsarge, or rather on Hopkinton. He's on Kearsarge. There's the inbounds play. Back out to Standifer. We're down to 4:40 to go in the third. Meaning over a span of about 12 minutes, Cougars have just one field goal. And Yopa scores again, and it's 41-13. Timeout, Kearsarge. Nate Camp will burn one here. See if he can settle his club down again. Hopkinton looking good here tonight. Off to a big start here in this contest. HR Clough Kearsarge Heating has full service offerings of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning and water conditioning. Our game coverage is also brought to you by LaValle Middleton Building Supply. With 12 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire, where safety and service are their top priorities. They're hiring and a great employer. Learn more at lavalleys.com. So you're going to look into the Hopkinton huddle here around Coach Miller. Spent the better part of the last half-decade on the staff at Pelham High School. He was a Pelham girls assistant last year. Was looking for an opportunity to become a head coach, and thinks that he fell into a pretty good spot here with the Hopkinton Hawks. See the Cougars break with here. It'll be 35 Eddie Kinzer, 55 A.J. Tremblay, 4 Damon Dawson, 32 Austin Needham, and 15 Joe Yanzo. For the Cougars, Tremblay, Needham. Yeah, he made a three-pointer early on. No good on that one. Comes back the other way for the Hawks. Cougars again pick up in the man-to-man. If you're late, the Hawks will go right into that three. Kinzer has the job right now inside on Yopa. Tried to throw it high and into Standifer, and they didn't connect. Davies gives for Standifer. A-Frame got the open three and knocks it down. They found the right guy, and there's another three-pointer for Noah A-Frame. There's a couple of those in the game and 13 points. Yanzo, travel. Robert Rinden and Kevin Ball are into the game here for the Hawks. Back to A-Frame. Good look at that. A-Frame picks up the loose ball, but it's knocked away from behind. Cougars got it away as we approach 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Down it goes, a three for A.J. Tremblay.
A.J. three-ball.
4 of the 6 field goals for Kearsarge in the game have been made threes. Oh, that no-look pass. 2 points for Davies. 30-point lead for the Hawks. Corner jumper doesn't go for Needham. Back to Yopa. And they'll call Yopa on the foul, his first.
Hopkinton foul, number 11, Mark Yopa, offensive. His first, team 2. Coming in for Kearsarge is number 25,
Andrew Huff, 25.
And
Into the game.
number 21, Josh Holderman.
Josh Holderman returns. Huff will work up top where the ball feeds Dawson back to the basket. Kick out for a 3. No good for Needham. And out of play. Kearsarge playing this year without Noah Whipple, injured during the summer. And unfortunately with the injury will not be able to participate this season for the Cougars. Would have been a key part, no question about for this team. Now they come to Davies. Shot up, no good for Rinden. Dawson and a Hawk foul. First on Rinden. Cougars will bring it in from the end line. Up, no good. Hawks bring it down. It's A-frame. Gave it to Rinden. Might have had a shot inside, but the Cougars broke up the play inside. 1:42 to go in the third. Davies on the left side for ball. Stops, pops, and no good. Offensive rebound, and Shahadi will get to the line.
Kearsarge foul, number 25, Andrew Huff. His
Andrew
first,
Huff on the foul.
team 3. Will Shahadi at the line, shooting 2.
Holderman for the Cougars. Middle 2 quarters, Cougars have made just 2 3-point field goals. Thought about one there. Huff on the drive, and he scores. That's a 6-foot freshman, Andrew Huff. Minute to go in the third. Leads 27. A-frame back to Jihadi. Foul off the steal.
Hopkinton foul, number 10, Kevin Ball.
Kevin
His
Ball on the
first,
foul.
team 4.
Jim here at Kearsarge, pretty full tonight. Good rivalry game, girls game coming up next. Ought to be a fun one to watch as well. Kearsarge running through their progressions. Inside Holderman. Went in. Is this going to count? No, it's going to be 2 shots.
Hopkinton foul, number 10, Kevin Ball. His second, team 5.
Ball on the foul.
Josh Holderman at the line, shooting 2.
Brayton Crawford bracket for the Hawks. And Holderman knocks them both down. Final half minute of the third. Ball out of the corner. Hopkinton now with, Kearsarge now with 10 seconds. And now it'll be the Hawks that'll get the last opportunity of quarter 3. A-frame looks inside, and the basket at the buzzer for Robert Rindon. This is off another good quarter for the Hopkinton Hawks, who are headed to their 4th win in 4 games. After 3, they lead at Kearsarge. It's the YCN Game of the Week.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating provider. La Valley Building Supply, with 12 retail lumberyard locations in New England and celebrating 60 years of serving you with quality products and friendly service. Baba's Bar and Grill of Newberry Harbor, where Baba wants you to know we're having a lot of fun. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Martin Insurance Agency, with quality and competitive solutions for auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Innertown Record, your hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, Sunshine region. Additional support is provided by North Cape Design Build.
Watch our Yankee Chronicle, the who, what, where, and when show of the Lake Sunapee region. The new show premieres every Thursday at noon and 7 p.m., or you can watch on demand anytime at ycnnow.com. Back for the 4th quarter. Kearsarge into a 3 to start the 4th, knocked down by Josh Holderman. Hopkinton built on the lead for the 17-7 3rd quarter. Kearsarge comes away with a turnover. Ball at mid-court, able to pin Holderman but knocked it out of bounds. So it'll be Josh Holderman, 21, Andrew Huff, 25, Damon Dawson is 4, Joe Yanzo is 15, and in the corner, 32, Austin Needham. 2 shots coming for the Cougars off the foul by Braden Crawford. 4th quarter, Kevin Ball, MJ Yopa. Will Chahade, Braden Crawford, Robert Rindon for Matt Miller's Hawks. Yopa playing as the game's leading scorer. He has 22. Noah A-frame and Abram Standifer are back in for the Hopkinton Hawks. Jacob Rockwell for Kearsarge. Rebound Dawson. Yopa last touched it. MJ Yopa, 5 in the 1st quarter, 12 in the 2nd, 5 more in the 3rd. There's Rockwell. Holderman went up and down. Travel. Ball, the senior, trying to go inside, pinballed out of bounds. There are 3 seniors on the Hawk roster in Kevin Ball. We've seen both Gavin Davies and Robert Rindon also is a senior. Currently on the bench, but he opened this 4th quarter to start. A-frame went back to Yopa, no good. Offensive rebound inside. Ball goes back up and draws the foul. It'll put him at the line for 2 shots.
Kearsarge foul, number 25, Andrew Huff
on the
his
foul.
second, team 4. The line for Hopkinton is number 10, Kevin Ball, shooting 2.
No good. Ball for his first point of the night. 48-23. Rebound Yopa. Hopkinton already has put 80 points on the board once this year. That was in the opener against Fall Mountain. Kearsarge foul here. We're going to call it on Hopkins.
Kearsarge foul, number 25,
on Huff.
His second, team 5. Correction, team 3, his third.
6:34 to go. Hawks after the break will play at Hillsborough, then Kearsarge, and then Hillsborough again. That's their next 3, January 3rd, 5th, and 10th in NHIAA play. A-frame came up a little gimpy there.
Kearsarge foul, number 15,
Foul on
Joe Yanzo, his second, team 7. Now make that 6. No A-frame at the line. No, he's not. Fouls on the floor.
Hawks will bring it in with Crawford. The lob, Stanifer, and they'll kick it back around. Here's A-frame in the lane. Turnaround, no good. Rebound pulled down by Noah. Up top here is the Stanifer, and he drains a 3. 6 to play. Huff gives it back to Rockwell. Really forced that ball in there. Alonso is double teamed. Yopa. On the miss, Huff will bring it back the other way. Rockwell wanted to kick it through, but Yopa was right there. Stanifer comes back to Ball. He's got an open path in, but missed the layup. Rebound pulled down by Yanzo. And the Cougars will bring it up with 5:15 to play. Jumper, no good. Yopa gave it up last minute. Ball, no. Rebound to the Cougars. Back at the other end, Josh Holderman limping off of the floor. You couldn't catch it. It was all the way down to the other baseline. He'll come out of the game. There wasn't a foul on the play.
Team 7.
Foul on Hopkinton went against Kevin Ball, and it's also the 7th foul, so Cougars will get to the line here. And Andrew Huff, the 6-foot freshman, will get another one. 2 of them are good. Teams will play again 2 weeks from tonight down the road at Hopkinton High.
And number 55, AJ Tremblay.
Yopa. Rebound for Nolan Staples, who just checked in for the Hawks.
Kearsarge foul, number 23, Hunter Stanfield.
Hunter Stanfield on the foul for the Cougars.
8.
Sean and Hunter, older brother Chris. Was a member of this team last year. Threaded the pass right to Yopa. So Yopa has scored in every quarter. Pocket picked there by Staples Roy. Ball inside, travels.
Number
24, Deacon Tanavasa comes into the game. Out is MJ Yopa, got a hug from Coach Miller. And for the 6'2 junior tonight, 24 points to lead Hopkinton. 54-25. Daniels no good. Those of you watching live tonight, we welcome you. And the second half of the doubleheader coming up, the YCN Game of the Week girls action, Hopkinton and Kearsarge. Shot no good for Stanfield, blocked out of bounds. 3:16 to go. 24 for Yopa, 13 for Noah Ephraim, who's still on the floor for Coach Miller. Josh Holderman has 5 for the Cougars. Inbounds, Tremblay stops, pops, gets 2. AJ has a couple of field goals for 5. Ball floats it, no good. Got his own rebound up and is fouled.
Kearsarge foul, number 12, Marty Daniels. His second, team 8. Timeout, Kearsarge.
Kearsarge timeout with 2:52 to play in this one. YCN would like to thank our great lineup of sponsors for their support. See that on the bottom of the screen. Echo Communications, Barton Insurance, HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, North Cape Design Build, Bubba's Bar and Grill, La Valley Middleton Building Supply, and the upcoming schedule there. Newport and Stevens on January 3rd. And Newport will be at Sunapee on January 9th. Back here for a doubleheader on the 17th. Stevens will be in town to take on Kearsarge, and Kearsarge and Newport on the 20th. And that's coming up on the live schedule. Next game after the new year. We hope that all of you have a wonderful holiday season. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year on behalf of all of us at YCN. And please support our local sponsors. They help make this coverage possible.
Shooting 2.
Ball got one. Rebound for Rendon. Crawford down the lane, and he's tied up. Possession arrow to Kearsarge with 2:41 to play. Not only have the Hawks impressed here tonight, but a 4-0 start, and they have been rolling. This one no good. Up and in. Sean Stansfield. Deacon Tanavasa. His first field goal since coming in. Ball goes back to the Hawks. So coming into tonight, Hopkinton had been 3-0 and won their first three by an average of 32 points per game. And they're well in hand here tonight, up by 28. Huff long feed. Up ahead is Riley Daniels. Now behind is Huff. Goes by the hoop. Reverse layup. Got it. Nice move here. Andrew Huff becomes Kearsarge's leading scorer in the game with this made field goal. By the hoop and back up and in. Crawford back over to ball. Trying to kick it through to Crawford, who was knocked out of bounds. Final minute of action. We thank the athletic directors, both here tonight. Dan Meserve at Hopkinton High. It was good to see Dan. Scott Fitzgerald at Kearsarge. Been over here quite a bit this year with coverage of football.
Foul, number 12,
Daniels on the foul.
His third. Team 10. Millick at Team 9.
Sophomore Deacon Tanavasa. .55 seconds left. Kick through to Tremblay, got it. Three-pointer. Rendon, yep. Rendon's second field goal. Cougars cannot answer a three at the other end. 17 seconds. Crawford, 2-on-1, tried to bounce it through to Rendon, kicked off a foot. 12 seconds left.
Don't get Robert!
Ball out and around. Crawford with 8. And we're going to take another shot. Let's see. Rendon kicks it up top. 25-point win for Hopkinton. And impressive here. The second quarter all but sealed our turning up key player of the game, brought to you by HR Club and Kearsarge Heating. It's the Slovakian transfer, MJ Jopa, finishes with a game-high 24. He had 17 points by halftime when Hopkinton opened up the big lead, and they coast to the victory. So Hopkinton is 4-0 going to the break. Kearsarge falls to 1-3. They'll meet each other again right after the break. And right after our break, there's more coverage coming up. But for those of you leaving us now, I'd like to thank you for joining us on YCN for coverage of the game of the week from Kearsarge Regional High School. Hopkinton 59, Kearsarge 34. I'm Bob Lippman. Have a great night, everybody.
NCTV programs are underwritten in part by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oil, Propane, and Motor Fuels, with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning, and backup generators. Their friendly, highly trained, and certified staff is available to assist you throughout the process. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer in New London since 1997, and much further back as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. LaValle Building Supply, serving homeowners and contractors since 1962. Whether you're an experienced builder or simply a do-it-yourselfer, you'll find what you need at LaValle Building Supply. Barton Insurance Agency provides local access to all your business and personal insurance needs, from auto, home, life, to business liability and related needs. Experience the hometown difference of Barton Insurance Agency. Baba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor for great land fare, seafood, sandwiches, and Baba's award-winning chowder. You won't be disappointed. They're having a lot of fun at Baba's Bar and Grill. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown newspaper covering the Kearsarge, Sunapee, and Sunshine region of New Hampshire. Online and in print, the Innertown Record. Main Street Bookends in Warner, an independent bookstore providing books, toys, games, cards, and gifts. With a gallery showcasing local arts and artists, Main Street Bookends in Warner. And North Cape Design Build. Thank all our underwriters for making your local programming possible on NCTV.
The American Red Cross blood supply is at historically low levels this winter, and we're facing a dangerous situation across the country. Without the blood they need, hospitals may be forced to make tough decisions about patient care. Donors are needed now to ensure blood is available for everyone who needs it when they need it. The good news is, you can help. Make an appointment to give now. Visit redcrossblood.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. Patients are counting on you.
I'll be here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded.
So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.